Grid access granted. HANA artificial intelligence initialized. Role analysis. Wraith. Law. Deadlock. Identity missing.
Now I'm having fun!
Grid social platforms report Deadlock is known for his law-abiding enthusiasm, yet juvenile attitude. Ties to wealth is apparent, as he outfits himself with the latest weapons and technology. Fights alongside the man known as Abaddon under the Archangels. Searching. Breaker. Helix. Data corrupted with minimal details.
I always kill the competition.
Grid international arrest warrants detected. Helix is reported to be affiliated with the Syndicate and the man known as Faust. Logs indicate he regularly brokers weapons and hydronium trade among factions. Beginning combat evaluation of Wraith. Initial observation. The Wraith role excels in high mobility and close quarters combat effectiveness. Acronym acknowledged. CQC will substitute. The Wraith's primary weapon is the Spectre auto pistol. It is highly versatile, fired in bursts for more accuracy, and full auto in CQC scenarios. Optimization acknowledged. Effectiveness increased when used in conjunction with his Wasp short sword. Ideal combat scenarios pair use of the Spectre along with CQC maneuvers such as slide to close in on enemies and then complete combat executables with a stab from the Wasp. Additional movement abilities such as double and triple jumps noted, wall jumping as well. The Wasp blade can be ejected at high speed, embedding into surfaces or enemies. Additionally, if the discharge blade is shot by the Wraith, it will explode. This is cool. Anomaly detected. Chrono switch technology. The Wraith can project a hydronium-powered field of slowed time relative to his body. Enemies caught in this projected time field are slowed down physically, along with their weapons and abilities. But the Wraith moves at normal speed, further increasing his combat effectiveness. Evaluation summary. The Wraith is extremely deadly in CQC engagements. His high mobility, paired with chrono switch capabilities, result in a combatant that can disrupt field operations without much notice, eliminate targets, and retreat. Analysis complete. Uploading data to the grid. HANA out.
This is bahcorp with another string of art. Today is October 27, 2019, and we're coming back to do another page for our Lowbrockers fan art book. Today we're gonna do the decklock. Pretty awesome dude. Basically, he was the Deadpool of the Lowbreakers, always joking, always going fast, always being pretty tactical. This is gonna be our first one. Standing, pretty simple picture, you know, to draw from, so we can check it out, all the details and everything, you know. We can understand the character. Yeah, he used to be like a rich person that one day, you know, became a vigilante, which is pretty good, pretty awesome. I hope you coming ready to have some fun, people, because today I believe it's gonna be pretty fun doing this character, which is one of the favorites. I don't know, it was so difficult to say, oh, this was the favorite, Almost every single character in the record was super good, super awesome. I'm gonna say sorry I couldn't come in the morning. I don't know, so you notice later on, almost every single stream of art has been in the afternoon at 3, beginning from 3, 4, you know. Today, coming a little bit later, it's 3:45. You know, I hope that doesn't bring any problem. I hope that people don't complain, so I believe it is fine. Yeah, today we are gonna do the same thing that we did with the other characters, you know. Begin the whole thing, the whole page, and finish today, so we had to go a little bit faster. With this one, I believe is gonna be kinda easy. Standing characters sometimes get big problems in the legs or stuff that that you have to keep like some kind of symmetry in it, you know. But we could copy, do some tricks of the trade just to agilize or to make sure the drawing gets good, you know. So you have to see that if the drawing it looks good. Let me check out my sound. Gets good, you know. Yeah, my sound is super good. Super good. People, don't forget to follow my Twitter. My Twitter is a pretty awesome place to know about all the things that I do. So if I'm coming on live, if I'm not coming online, you're gonna see there. Follow my Twitter. Games I wanna play, my schedule, everything is over there. You know, they're talking about the loot. Oh, the schedule, not so much. Sometimes I post it, sometimes I don't post it. I don't wanna post stuff that people doesn't understand, you know, because I got a lot of people that follow me that are streamers, yeah. But I don't know. Sometimes I leave that for the main channel, you know. Put the schedule in the main channel. People, don't forget to follow the R-Rage Twitters. R-Rage is the application that we are using to create the fan art book. You know, very important. Follow R-Rage Twitters. Yeah, don't forget about it. It's a pretty awesome place with a lot of art, you know, as you can see. A lot of pictures from a lot of different artists. Yeah. So don't miss out. It is pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm not gonna be clicking every single one of them. Those are pretty awesome. You wanna check it out for yourself. You know, don't forget to follow the Walk on Tablet Twitter. Pretty awesome device that we are using. Yeah, device that we are using to create our art book. I'm gonna put the hype. No, so follow Walk on Tablet Twitter. Pretty awesome place to know about the device that allows people to make stuff. Check out the Twitter. Twitter is pretty awesome, as you can see. It has a lot of pictures, a lot of stuff. So don't forget about it. Yeah. Not only for 2D, they do 3D too stuff in the Walk on Tablet. Check it out, people. Check it out. It's a pretty awesome Twitter. People, this is our game list. All the games that we're planning to play, all the games that we're playing, like Space Rush and Quake Champions, you know? And all the games that we've already played, like Apex Legends, PlanetSide 2, stuff like that. Maybe PlanetSide Arena is coming. I don't know if it is still available when decided to play, because we're kind of slow with this. You know, we have to play every single game over here. We play on Fridays. We are skipping so many Fridays. See, one Battle Royale was crazy. Like every single Friday was escaping. And I say, wow, when am I gonna play? When I play, the day I play, it was like, the game's not that good anymore. Yeah, the game was super crazy. War Thunder. It's pretty awesome. We're gonna play this Friday. I hope so. You know, the last Friday we're supposed to be playing it. We escaped it too. I'm telling you, man, skipping days are getting crazy in this channel. EVE Online is gonna be the next. Then Cookie Simulator, stuff like that. You know, I hope we could do it. I hope we could do it without problem. Yeah, it's gonna be worth on. People, now our schedule. As always, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Space Lords. Sometimes we skip it, but we are gonna try to be here. Thursday off, Friday, War Thunder on Friday. Saturday, Quake Champions, and Sunday today, art. You know, as you can see, it's art. Yeah, to do another page of our Lawbreakers fan art, which is gonna be pretty nice, pretty awesome. People, December 27th, don't forget about it. It's the day of the loot, the day that we can over here and get to choose, you know, allow the people to choose between a 25 Steam gift card or 25 PayPal donation. It is pretty nice. It's pretty awesome. You know, for all those people that have been loyal to the channel, coming all the time. You know, even though a lot of those guys don't talk to me anymore, they don't want me. They don't ask questions, but they're still loyal, they're still coming, they're still grabbing the points, they're still winning, you know, they're still winning. A 25 Steam gift card, 25 PayPal donation. See, you don't understand about the thing, ask me questions, There's still people doesn't know it's December 27th. People, ask questions, people. No, you know, don't wait until I am offline or anything like that. Ask questions in the channel. I'd rather, you know, talk right now and don't let people later because you can forget. You can forget about it. Yeah. You know, watch the streams until December 27. Get a chance to get a 25 Steam gift card, 25 per donation. See, your name is in the top 5 of the leaderboard. You know, see, you are not in the top 5. See, your name is not in the top 5. You know, you're not gonna get it. You only get it see you are in the top 5. What happened with Waddits? Waddits? He changed the name? Oh, he changed the name. It looks like his channel, he got banned from the platform or something like that. Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, he was up. Look at how he's going down little by little. I hope he's still getting the points, still getting stuff. Yeah, he always has something going on. Yeah, I hope he's fine. People, today's the art. And let's say thank you to Hasugidon. Hasugidon, pretty awesome place, pretty awesome dude. You know, yeah, it's a place, it's a website. You know, twitch.tv/Hasugidon. You know, you can check it out. The stream, he's a streamer too. You know, but let's say thank you to Hasugidon because he's a pretty awesome dude too. The stream pretty good. Call me to the channel from time to time to check out the streams. Give me the motivation all the time. Yesterday, I don't know, the other day I was talking about my streams. He said, oh no, your streams are very important. You know, even though I don't consider my streams that important. You know. Yeah, I know a lot of people like them and everything, but he said, man, your streams are important. It kind of make me feel good, you know. It kind of make me change my mind a little bit. So Hasugidon, thank you for all the things, all the efforts, all the words, all the support. You are awesome. You know, supporting my stream for 20 months in a row, people. 20 months in a row, which is pretty nice, pretty awesome, pretty good. You know, I never imagined somebody could take the lead and support my stream so many months. We're talking about a year and 8 months, almost 2 years, man. Dude, the thing is, so I'm gonna say thank you to Hasugidon for that. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna say thank you to Cody Jack. Cody Jack, thank you for the support. Thank you for the supporting my stream for 3 months in a row. But Cody Jack has been supporting my streams almost for 20 months too. You know, because he was here all the time. He was here hosting. He was here. You know. Doing many things in the background. Even though now you see him in the screen, yeah, he was long time ago coming over here and doing things, you know. So I'm gonna say thank you to Kariyoko for the support, for the another layer of support that he's bringing, because he does a lot of stuff. He does the videos, he does the hosting, he does the loot, he does the, and now he's doing the subscription for 3 months, which is pretty nice. So I'm gonna say thank you to Kari Yoga for that. Really appreciate it. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome that you take some resources I put in the channel, you know, helping me to continue forward, giving me the motivation to do the streams, trying to do every day about health issues. I'm living alone basically. I'm not a married person. When you are a married person, sometimes you got somebody that helps you do stuff in the house. But when you are alone, you know, living with your mom. I live with my mom basically. You know, and sometimes I got to help her. You know, do the errands that, you know, go out, buy stuff. Like yesterday we were in grocery shopping. I cannot let my mom go alone. I had to go with her, you know. But she's kind of advanced person already, so I had to go with her. She knows all the things that they had to buy. I don't know. The only thing I know is to sit down at the table and eat the food. But she's the one that knows all the vegetables, all the stuff that I need to buy, which is pretty good. So yeah, I had to go with her. That's one of the reasons, you know. So it's kind of difficult to no skip days on stream. You're gonna skip some days from time to time. People, so you wanna support the streams, you can do it totally free with the loot. It's a pretty awesome system that we got over here. You know, you can get the chance to get a $5 gift card by using the loot. You know, so don't miss out, people. It's pretty nice. A lot of people are leaving money on the table. Let me tell you, there is some people that doesn't even need to run. No, doesn't even need to run for the 25 cent gift card because they're doing the loot. You know, every single weekend they got something. So see, I don't know. You can wait for the loot, but you got another option where you can make more money. You know, it's the loot. You know, you can go for the 25, but this one, the $5, it's only small amounts, but people that are doing it are making more than 25 already. So I don't know. I'm telling you, man, you leaving money on the table. You are the one that decide. You know, so you're gonna do the 25. You're gonna do the 5. You always can ask. I don't know why people don't ask, because if money's in the table, you don't want to take it. Yeah. As soon as get $5, Steam gift card by supporting the streams, totally free, people. Wow, with the loot. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is something that I implement in the channel to see if you guys get some stuff, you know, at the side, but it kind of looks like a lot of you guys doesn't need it. You know, I'm telling you, people that are doing the loot is doing more than the 25 cent gift card. The 25, they give it away. It's something that we got over there, you know. But it is not a must. It's not a must, you know. The $5 still gift card is working better for a lot of people. For a lot of people, you know. We're talking hundreds. You're talking hundreds from 5 to 5 to 5 to 5, you know. So you're leaving money on the table. Yeah, get a $5 gift card by supporting the stream totally free with the loot. You know, you put your name in the leaderboards of the loot. This is the leaderboard. You know, you put your name in the leaderboard over here, and then you got, you know, you got the $5 gift card. So your name's on the top. So your name is on the top. Yeah, it's only one winner. Unfortunately, I cannot do more than one winner. You know. But you can get it if you do it from now on to the next week. You know, every time I stream, you do the loot. You know, next week you can get it. You can get the $5. You know, sometimes the people that get it on Saturday get it on Sunday too, because you keep doing it. You know, you can make it more. You can keep it, make it more points and put your name. Keep your name in the top and get more. So that's the idea. That's the idea. Yeah, people, let's jump in. Let's jump in to the art today. We are gonna do the raid, you know, deadlock, which is one of the best characters in this game. Super agile, as you can see. They slow down the camera so you can see it, but he's super fast, you know. And everywhere he goes, because he's like a run and jump, hit and go kind of strategy guy, you know. Everywhere he goes, he leaves on damage and then leave. That's why people was playing with. That's why that character basically tells you to play with, you know. Like, oh, just hit it one couple times, then go. Don't stay there. Don't stay there. Even though he has armor, the armor is pretty light, you know. It's a trade-off between armor and resistance and speed, you know. You got speed, but you don't got a lot of resistance. Damage is moderate. You know, it's not super high, but even though in the trailer you see people going down in one couple shots, trailers are like that. You can see Apex Legends trailers doing the same thing, like killing people hard way. You know, because it looks better. That's what it is. Apex Legends is a game where people takes a lot of shots to get down. If they just in the trailer a couple shots, that's it. Bye bye. You know. Can they do it like that in the games? Yeah, they can do it like that. A couple shots, that's it. You know. But it's gonna be like responding all the time. You know, until you learn how to survive. That's why I believe that they don't do it. Yeah, he can slow down time, the people. He don't slow down time, but they slow down the people, you know, with this ultimate. If you get hit, you move slowly. So it puts you in a very disadvantage. You still can see him, you can still can fight him, so he still can die. It is no, it's not the super solution, you know, to all your battles needs. You will die if you stay you will die if you stay in the how you call it, in the middle of the fire, you know. So you do the thing, the ultimate that he does, you still, you know, in front of the enemy target, they can kill you right away. So you need to be careful with that. You need to be careful with that, yeah. Pretty awesome, dude. That's what we're gonna do now. And I believe it's gonna be super fast. Yeah, because it's not. Even though in the legs over here, sometimes when you got like a standing person like that, you got to do the both sides like almost symmetry, almost the same. You know, the legs sometimes it's a little problem. But I don't believe it's gonna be a problem at all because it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple position. Yeah, it's a pretty simple stance. Let me see if I can. The canvas settings, the roughness, so we don't see a lot of rough stuff. Let me see, I believe -2, no 0. Put it 0, yeah. So we don't see a lot of stuff with the pencil specifically. Yeah, because see you, Rage kind of simulate real life canvas, you know, real life materials and stuff like that. And real life materials like canvas has some roughness because canvas are made from fabric. You can see the fabric roughness. They still simulate, but when you put it down a little bit, you know, it kind of disappears. But they still kind of, let me see. No, you cannot see. It's disappear forever. Let me see. They put a little bit bigger. Yeah, it's disappear like that. But when you, let me show you canvas settings. You put roughness like that. You see? Let me put it closer so you can see the difference. You see? It kind of simulate the roughness of the canvas, which is depending on what you're doing, you can use it like that. But because I'm trying to make something that doesn't have, you know, doesn't benefit from that, so I take them out all the way. Say, oh no, they still show it over here, you know, because they're still working. They're still working and. The roughness in the background is still working, but they don't show you because it's depending on the settings. You know, everything over here you can put it in the way you want it. You know, you don't have to. Or let me not put the line so big. Yeah, it's basically like that. Yeah, you can change everything in the way you kinda want it. You know, this is one of the things of Rage I like it. That you know how to use the software in the way it comes. You got a lot of options to modify. You know, experience. Yeah, this time I'm gonna go super fast. Not super duper fast, but I'm gonna go a little bit fast. I'm gonna try to go fast. That's the word. Yeah, that's the word I was looking. I'm gonna try to go faster with this because we came in late, kinda late today. And 6 hours, 7 hours go super fast when we're doing this. I noticed the other day. I say, man, we just began this. By the time just say bye bye. Yeah, I was trying to make more time the other day, hurrying it up the last time, trying to hurry up the last moment and the last minute because it was super fast. Sometimes is super crazy. Yeah, we're not trying to do the original. We're not trying to do the same thing like the original. We're trying to do our own thing. You know, make it look, keep it basically fan base. You know, we're not trying to do like this is original. This is the original version. Nothing like that. We're not trying to mislead people with this. So it's gonna be a little bit different than the original that we got over here in the picture. And yeah, that's what we do with the streams. I can totally do this in private. See, I really want to mislead people, but no, that's why we do the streams so people know how we do it. You know, this is trying to be the most transparent as possible. You know that once the album release, you know, it's totally free. You don't have to pay nothing. It's totally free for you to download. But once the album release, you know how it was made. You know, and you're gonna have the videos linked to the pages, so you can come back, check it out the streams you want. You know, those streams are long, 6-7 hours long. There is one that is like a 12-hour. Yeah, but I had to fix that one because I cannot upload anywhere I go to upload. They tell me, oh no, it's too long. You know, so you need to keep your videos 8 hours. That's why pro streamers don't go more than 8 hours, and you know, because even though they edit heavily those videos and put in another platform, they don't do more than 8 hours because it's too much. You know, nobody gonna sit through that many hours. You know. You know, so you're an artist, you're working on something. You're an artist or something like that. You know, you like the streams. Maybe you can sit through streams and check it out, you know, but I don't see many cases. You're a programmer, you want to hear something, people talking in the background, like I do, maybe, you know, there is some specific, I don't want to say people don't watch it, because there is some specific ways, specific occasions where people, yes, can watch. There is some other specific occasion. He got like a hard disk over there. This thing that he has over there is like a hard disk. Because I believe he's a data runner, they call it. Yeah. So he bring data from one place to another. Don't use the internet or anything like that because you can get hacked. You know, so you have to go old school, hand to hand. We're talking super sensitive data from the government stuff, like a kind of shadow operator. Like Fast is a shadow operator. He that's what he does. He just steal information from the government and sell it to the breakers. That's where the businessman kind of title comes from. You know, he does many other things. I cannot talk about it because it's you know. So our teams are super secret from Helix, the other rate. But it looks like this guy is more about data than anything else. Well, he works for the law, so he's not allowed to do he's not allowed to do many crazy things because he's like a kind of police. So he had to operate between the boundaries of the law. You know, that's the disadvantage. That's the disadvantages that a lot of the law people has. You know, because he had to comply with the law, while the criminals don't have to. You know? Foss doesn't have to, but this guy have to. You know, it's kind of crazy situations. Like, oh man, why Foss do all the things? Well, I cannot do the other things. If Papa Abba don't go over there and tell you, oh, because you're a part of the law. You know, the conslinger that I use is the leader of the law. Basically, is basically a leader. That's why he talks in the way he talks. You know, like all the knowledge that he has every time he kills somebody or every time he dies. So he came in with the knowledge. Oh, this is getting like pretty dark, pretty quick. I don't know. I believe. Yeah, I don't like when it becomes super dark very quick because it kind of makes it difficult. Let me see. Lower the pressure a little bit. Yeah. It becomes super difficult to put more lines in the drawings. The darker it becomes, the harder it is. I got a pretty messy style of doing a sketch. You know, sometimes it's messy, sometimes it's pretty nice. You know, all depends on my mood in the moment. See, I don't feel good. It becomes pretty messy. You know, see, if I'm feeling good, it becomes a little bit better. It all depends in the speed too. See, I feel like I have to go faster that day. You know, it's totally gonna be messy. But see, if I feel like I had it all the time, you know, it could be a little bit better. Will Step Matt, welcome to the stream. Will Step Matt, welcome to the streams. I hope you're coming right to have some fun, Mr. Will Step Matt. Today we are doing another page for our Records fan album, Will Step Matt. Remember that the fan album is gonna be totally free for you to download, so it's gonna be pretty awesome stuff. Will Step Matt, say hi. Hi, Will Step Matt, how are you? How you feel? Thank you for saying hi, Mr. Will Step Matt. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate it because it has been pretty hard to make people to say hi. It's having super hard. But thank you for that. Really appreciate it, Mr. Will Stedman. How's you been? How's you been? Has you been drawing something else, Mr. Will Stedman? Will Stedman said good. What about you? Not feeling so good today, but because I have to do this, you know. Because I had to do this, I had to come over here. Plus, I skip many days during the week too. Many days that I skip during the week, so kind of feel like I had to do it, but I really don't feel very good today. It's like almost every time I do the streams, I'm just waking up. That's the main problem, you know. I just came in from the bed, trying to wake up. It's always been like that. So I kind of feel like a little bit sleepy, a little bit. But it's gonna be fixed after a while. It's gonna be fixed after a while. After a couple hours, I'm gonna begin to feel better. Yeah, I say it's because that. It's not because it's not because I'm feeling hurt or anything. It's because I just came in from the bed. Almost every time I stream is like that. I don't have The only way I can do it, so I already wake up, is coming from the job, coming from the day job in the overnight streams. But the overnight streams are pretty tough for me. You know, super tired coming to stream couple hours. Another problem with the overnight streams is that people are sleeping in this house, so I don't wanna to you know, bother people that are already sleeping and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy to do it. What is the man says, Jeff? Actually, just posted one Twitter. Oh, really? Oh, that's pretty nice. Can I show you? Can I show you your drawings in my stream? What is the man? Can I showcase your drawing from time to time? Could be nice, so people know that you do the drawing. What is the man say? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Yeah, it's nothing serious. It's just that, you know, when you wake up, that you take like a couple hours to synchronize with with the reality. Yeah. Back in the days, I used to wake up awake, you know. But now it's like a super hard to just wake up. I don't know if I'm becoming lazy. I don't know if it's because I am kind of overworked, you know. Pretty heavy, intensive job in the warehouse, then coming to stream or coming to play some games, and you know, not a lot of rest. Making exercise now, trying to make exercise to keep my sugar levels low. Like my life, I got a lot of going on. Let me tell you, you know. Plus, sometimes you need to support some streamers. As a streamer, see, you become, one day you decide to become a streamer, you're gonna have a lot of going on, because once you become a streamer, you got a lot of stuff to do. You got to do highlights, you got to do the clips, you got to do after the streams. You have to do your streams, then you have to do the highlights. This is like a lot of stuff. Because let's watch some while I wake up fully. Let's watch some Will Steadman's art, which is pretty good. Which is pretty awesome. Oh, you didn't post the finished one, Mr. Wheeler. You didn't post the finished one. Look, we got Nike shoes. Oh, I got a friend that he likes to do the Nike shoes. You use a marker for this one. Yeah, you use like a kind of marker for this one. Pretty awesome. Yeah, I got a friend that he does a lot of shoes too, like that, Nike shoes. But he does. He tried to make original ones, like ones that never came out. Air Jordan, pretty good. Yeah, you didn't post the other one. The other one that is already finished. Yeah. Let me check it out. Yeah, this one is finished already. See, this one is finished already. Pretty good. This was your line works pretty good. Let me tell you. The way you do the lines are pretty awesome. Look at that. That circle is almost perfect. It's perfect, basically. Yeah. And then we got a more finished one. I don't know why some pictures are like a big, some pictures are like a pretty tiny. Yeah, your line works pretty good. I hope you do like some people, like some, you can do some basketball guys, dunking and do stuff like that. So you really like basketball. Basketball is pretty good. Let me tell you, I grew up in front of a basketball court, man. That was the best. Like everybody used to go to the basketball court because nobody has one, but I got one in front of my house. Like, yeah, it was the town one, but it was lucky to live in front of, you know. The Sundays was super crazy. Everybody was there in the Sundays. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty awesome stuff. Mr. Will Stedman. Your name is yeah. It's a William. Pretty awesome work. Keep it up, man, because drawing is about to practice. That's why I'm doing these streams of drawing and everything, because I don't wanna like lost it. Winston Man said, yeah, of course. Thank you to you, Mr. Winston Man. Thank you for letting me show you your work. Yeah, it could be pretty nice every single Sunday to show your work. So try to keep doing it so we can show more stuff from you, and feel free to put your Twitter in the chat if you wanna. Feel free to put in the chat. Feel free to promote your stuff. Yeah, I'm doing a pretty simple one right now. Oh, you're doing one with a guy? Yeah, because your line work's pretty good. To do like a guys like this and everything, it is pretty awesome line work. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm very confident that you can do a pretty awesome dude or lady or whatever's like human people. Yeah. It's kind of complicated to do human stuff, but practice, man. Practice is the key of success in the drawing. Just drawing. Keep it motivated, you know, and keep it motivated. But if you don't keep it motivated, it could be pretty crazy. It could be pretty crazy. It could be pretty crazy. Which the man says, nope. Oh, another logo. Then I'm gonna start to a guy. Oh, don't do it because I'm telling you. Do it because you want to do it. White. Where's my white? Stark can't spell right now. Yeah, some days we cannot spell. It happens to me with the talking right today. Today I'm all over the place with my talking. Well, the problem is we don't practice a lot of talking and a lot of writing. We just do it when we need to do it. That's why we do a lot of mistakes with the spell and with the talking. But we take a lot of when you gonna write stuff or when you're gonna talk stuff, we take a lot of stuff for granted. That's another problem. Oh, let me check it out. So what is the master? I tried to search of white logo on Google. Let me check it out. Oh. Oh, it's very nice, like a black and white stuff. This is a brand. This is a brand from a teacher or something like that. A company that make clothing. That's pretty nice. I used to follow a guy that used to do stuff like that. Maybe these people were like inspired from that guy, maybe. I don't know, not sure. Or the guy inspired from these people, I don't know. The Designs Republic. Let me see if I can give you the Twitter so you can check it out, some stuff. Looks like you like logos and stuff like that. Beep boop beep boop beep boop boop boop. Basically, these people was the creators, not the creators, bro. The people that make all the logos for racing games like Wipeout, stuff like that. I don't know why I don't. Yeah, let me see if I can get it. Oh, is that Designs Republic? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's not this one. Why it always happen like that? Like every time I'm gonna look for something, forget about it. It gets so crazy to find. It is so crazy sometimes to find. Oh, he's using the same. Okay. Yeah, you can check it out. The Designs Republic, these people. They do like a logo, little logos like that. They created basically the logos for the Wipeout series. Shit. Oh really? Oh, Wisdom Master, yeah, they partnered up with other brands like Nike, Adidas, and partnered. Oh, so they're making a lot of money. Yeah, check it out. Check Designs Republic, Twitter. So you want some ideas? A lot of my this thing that I did was created inspired from this guy, Ian Anderson. You know, even though maybe you're not gonna see like a lot of. It has some influence, you know, like the middle part. This logo it was like because I was like I still a pretty I'm a fan of the way he does stuff, you know. It's pretty nerdy, it's pretty computer like it, but he's been doing it like a forever, you know, those little things like that. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, it's heavily my logo stuff has been heavily changed, heavily influenced by the design of this guy. It's pretty awesome. I believe he's from UK. He's from UK, but he's kind of Asian guy, but he lives in UK. Yeah, check it out. I put the link in the chat so you can slowly, you know, you can slowly check it out later on. It has a lot of stuff, you know, just like the off-white people. They got almost similar style, I believe. Yeah, that very simple, very technique way of doing stuff. It goes along with sci-fi and yeah. Let me see if I can show you the Wipeout. Yeah, they did all the graphics for this game, you know, all those little things. You see the. Oh, I don't like Google for that because. Let me see. I don't like Google because it kinda put the little pictures, you know. You see like the stuff over there from him, you know. Because he designs every single little thing for this game. It's pretty cool. See the little logos over there, the writing. He used a lot of writing. He used a lot of writing his stuff, you know, to bring the message. When I was little, I was a fan of his work because the manuals of this game. I'm sorry. The manual of this game is a blast. You begin to see stuff and you never finish. You know, this is the manual, and it has a lot of little things. You know, it kind of looks like a catalog for design for logo design, stuff like that, technical design. Yeah. They doing the logo for the Formula Fusion too. For the Formula Fusion, this one, that kind of looks like the one I told you. They see this is the logo from the Design Republic. He made the things for this one, all of those things. You know, pretty awesome stuff. I played this game the other day in the stream. It's a blast. This game is a blast. You know, pretty. Wow, this logo no, because this is the official ESL. But this one and this one he did it. You know, it's a pretty awesome. That guy has a. I always say Ian Anderson is a guy that is like a way ahead of his time, man. Way ahead of his time. In doing things. Well, he was with big companies too. Where's the mask, by the way? Posting an overview of all my drawings now. Oh, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh, I cannot show that one because you put something over there. You put some meme. Oh, you got the off-white logo over there too. You always try to, man. Why you always try to sleep one out with the with the Mr. Pepper. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Pretty awesome. Yeah, check it out. The Ian Anderson guy. The link I told you in the. I really you will get inspired. You know, many things that they do. I'm telling you, man. At the time that I don't know if it because the game because I liked the game. I don't know why, but I just see his work. I totally get in love. Like, wow, this guy is pretty awesome. Even though this work is pretty simple, you know. Might take it down and place it else. Yeah, because the meme, Pepe the Frag, I believe it's copyrighted. It's heavily copyrighted, so si you do stuff with that thing, it can claim. Like if you posting a video, you're gonna get claimed. Or it's controversial too. You know, some people say it's a racist stuff. That's why you don't see it in the Twitch. I believe it was in the Twitch back in the days that almost nobody knew about it. But now that the people say, oh, it's a racist stuff, it's this stuff, it's kind of dangerous to use it. Don't get me wrong, it was a pretty cool meme. In VR chat, it was using a lot They're still using it. Some people appear with that thing via chat. In many other places, that people used to use the logo. I really like it because it has some dark comedy on it. You know, he's always kind of crying. You know, it came from a real person. They just put it like that, like a frog. But it came from that's what I believe is controversial, because the original picture where the Pepe the Frog is come from is from a real dude that is crying. It's pretty famous on the internet. That's why it's controversial, you know, because it has a real history behind it, you know. Somebody, you know, crying and stuff, like it is. It's kind of sad situation. But that it was cool. It was cool. Nobody gonna deny. The owner of the meme, he wanted to make money from that. You know, he wanted to make money. He copyrighted very heavily. That's why he's copyrighted, because he copyrighted, I believe, the last year, thinking that he's gonna get money from it. But it looks like he's not getting money from that. I don't know how you make money from a meme. You know, it's like a. So you open a Twitch. So you're a streamer. You open a Twitch account. You can make money from a meme. But how you can make money from a meme? You know, it's kind of crazy situation. Wow, these legs are bigger than his body. Yeah, legs are super crazy in this kind of drawings like that. Especially when you are doing directly from the video game model. Yeah, you have to create your own lines basically, because the game model doesn't do it for you. With the magic, can't really make detailed drawings because I'm using pretty pencils and stuff. Yeah, you can do it with a pencil. Then use pens. Use normal pens. The crayons, the markers. When I was using like a real life, like a pen and paper stuff like that, I wasn't using markers all the time. I wasn't. Because you need to be like it kind of breaks everything. I don't know. The paper gets soaked. You need to have like a pretty good paper that can take the alcohol from the markers. Another problem is another problem that they has is like the paper get like a kind of wet, and with the time that get destroyed. The color of the marker, as long as it's getting older, it kind of disappear from the paper. Sometimes you got, man, I used to have pretty awesome drawing with those kind of markers. Man, after a year or something like that, it was nothing in the paper. Like, man, disappears. You know, once the chemicals from the marker fade away, it's kind of crazy. That's why I started using markers. Say, no, I'm not gonna use markers anymore. So I begin to do my drawings and then do photocopies, because the toner, the ink from the photocopy machines, it kind of helps to keep the longer. But try to go digital, man. Try to go digital. There is some application in cell phones that you can use. Arrange. By the way, Arrange is on phone too for $4.99. You know, you can get Arrange for Android or iOS for $4.99. You see, pretty cheap. So there is some solutions, forms you can use to do drawings and save it, put in the social medias, upload it right away. It's kind of tricky at the beginning to draw from cell phone. Super tricky, but if you practice a lot, you can get something out of it. But yeah, the digital is the way to go now, because you can have a lot of tools in the programs. You don't have to buy, because buying real life paper and pen is expensive, man. You know, it's expensive. You need to save it. You need to have like a box where you put it all the thing. With the time, the chemicals on the paper, I don't know, the tint, it fades away. It's pretty annoying, you know. You need to know to keep it, how to keep it. Otherwise, you're gonna have it doing stuff. You're gonna have it doing stuff to later on notice that there is no more. Oh, where's my pictures? You know, it's kind of crazy situation. I'm gonna have to do something with the lower body. Yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit squeeze, a little bit of squeezing, because man, those legs was getting crazy. Those legs were getting super crazy. Oh, let me save it. Let me save it. Deadlock. Yeah, people, I don't know if you see it. One of these days I was showing what we are doing with this. I kind of forget to show it today. We're doing a low breakers fan art, but low breakers used to be a game that we used to play all the time in this channel. We cannot play it no more because the studio behind it closed. It has to close. It has to close the game too, which is it was pretty. It was pretty sad situation. So we decided, when we were playing the game, we decided to do this art book. You know, with other people that has comment to the channel, subscribe to the channel. You know, it's gonna be there in the book too. I had to be careful to include everybody that was supporting the streams, that was coming to the streams. You know, how to check it out, those videos. It's easy for me to find out. As you can see, we got many characters already done. You know, for this low breaker fan art book. Looking pretty good. Today we are gonna do another page. You know, this album is gonna have a lot of pages. You know, a lot of pages, which is pretty nice. It is pretty awesome, pretty cool. It's gonna be totally free for you to download. You know, this was the last one we did it in the Batmatic, pretty cool. I like this one. It came from the concept art from the guy that designed a lot of the characters directly from this guy. Yeah. He got that pretty awesome concept for the medic with 4 drones. Say, wow, I'm gonna do that, man. That's gonna be pretty awesome. Yeah. And now we are gonna do the Decklock. Decklock is one of the characters in this game that a lot of people used to use, like it to use a lot, because he was pretty agile, very moderate damage dealer, you know. Why my team doesn't draw anymore? What is the mask? Yeah, but I am gonna go. I'm gonna buy better pencils next month. I know the game. Yeah, it is sad. Oh, you remember Lawbreakers? Will Stead not? Pretty sad situation. Huh? Pretty crazy situation, man. But we're doing this to remember, you know, to remember pretty awesome game that we used to play and to have an excuse, basically, to have an excuse to keep talking about Lawbreakers because the game was awesome, pretty unique, not like no other, man. Pretty unique game like no other. Even at this time, there is no game. There is no game like Lawbreakers. It was pretty unique. That's why I'm kind of get a little bit mad. Even though I know the situation why they have to close and everything, but I kind of like a little bit mad with the developers, you know, and the publishers because you, they made a game that is super unique. They cannot see it. They don't see that. The only thing that they cannot see it, not because not because not because I'm telling like I'm not sure, you know, I'm not sure. I'm speculating, but in the way they act, in the way they have been acting towards this game, you know, it was like a I don't know. They kind of see it like another game, you know, like oh, it's another game, even though people was telling them like, man, this game is super unique. You're not supposed to close it. They just close it like, oh, we're not getting the community. Okay, I understand. You don't have the community behind it to support the game. You need money, all that shenanigans, you know. But in some ways, you know, you're a developer. In some ways, you know ways to keep it going, you know. They knew as a developer, they know how to keep it going, you know, talk to the community, let the people make servers. I was willing to make a server for Lawbreakers. You know, the server, because that's what you gotta do. You're a studio. You don't have all the resources to continue by yourself. Talk to the community. Make sure the community can keep it alive because communities always keep stuff alive. There is games out there. Officially they say bye bye. What the community is doing, they're still playing. You know, developers know that the community could keep the games alive. But Willow Breakers, I don't know what happened. They dropped the ball in many ways. You know, like I never saw another community willing to keep a game alive like the community of Lawbreakers. Man, they're even making a game similar. The community. There is a Discord channel, the Lawbreakers 2.0 Discord channel. Those people are trying to make his own Lawbreakers now. He's trying to make another Lawbreakers. How cool is that, huh? You know, it's not gonna get called Lawbreakers, of course, but it's gonna be inspired in Lawbreakers. You know, with the same mechanics. You know, you're gonna have the assassin lady like Helion that do the leash stuff like that. You're gonna have the Quintaro guy, the enforcer. You're gonna have similar characters in that game. You know, which is gonna be totally awesome. It's gonna be pretty awesome, pretty nice. But you know at what time, you know at what extent the community is willing to support a game that he's gonna make his own Lawbreakers, man. You know, they're gonna do his own thing. You know, they're going super slow, of course. There are no programmers or anything like that. A lot of those guys are kind of learning. They're kind of learning the ropes, you know, to do it. It's gonna be a learning experience for them. What is this? It's gonna be a learning experience for them. And maybe in the future, in a couple of years, we're gonna have a product that kind of looks like Lawbreakers, you know, where we can make our own servers, you know, make our own stuff. We make our own stuff. But it's kind of Developers sometimes it creates those amazing experience, man. That people really like it because they are so original, so out of the blue. You cannot. It needs time. Lubricants just need time, you know. The lubricant situation. It was in no doubt a time thing, you know. That's why the community was telling the developer, like, man, don't close it. Give it time. Give it 2 years is not enough for again, like lawbreakers. Where's the message? Yeah, I sent you a picture on Twitter. Let me check it out. Oh, that's pretty awesome. That it is pretty awesome, Mr. Wheeler's dead, Matt. Yeah. Try to work a little bit the lines, you know, like that. Once you put the dark and shadows, the nose, this part, you can eliminate it. The nose, the trick with the noses, sometimes you only have to do like the bottom part, the part where the shadow is, you know. Whoop 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 whoop. This part, and then this other part in the top, you can delete it. Because noses came from the face, you know. When you put it like that, it kind of looks like it's a plastic nose that they put a poop, you know, or a hole. Sometimes it looks like a hole, but you only have to do like the bottom part. You erase the top part like a swoop. The part on the top, erase it. You just leave it the bottom part with the shadows like this. Something like a Batman logo kind of thing, yeah. You're gonna see it's gonna look better. It looks awesome. It's looking good, let me tell you. The mouth is hard. Faces are super hard, man. Super hard. Even though I still for many, yeah. Oh yeah, the pain. Yeah, the pain, you know, the pain. Real life pain is tough. Real life pain stuff. You just have to practice. The practice is the part that you need. It's my first attempt. Yeah. I can tell it's pretty good for the first attempt. It's pretty good. At least you got the ears like in a position. It doesn't bother, you know. Even though it was like a pretty fast and everything, it doesn't bother. It's kind of loose. It kind of looks good. You know that you only need like a little bit more work in the. You know, the eyebrows, a little bit more of those. I don't know how they name those little hairs in the eyes, those things. A little bit in the nose, the mouth, maybe erase that line over there. Remember, you know how to do exactly what you're looking at it. To, you know. You don't have to do like exactly 100% the original, because if you do it pretty good, they can sue you for copy or something like that. But you don't have to do like 100% the original stuff. But it's pretty good. Yeah, but faces are hard, let me tell you. Even though you say, oh, it's my first, no. Faces are hard. This is the more harder. Like, I was doing characters like that without faces for many years, because I couldn't get the mouth, I couldn't get down the mouth, and like I was so many things in the face that was super hard for me. My faces are not, look at my faces. My faces are not like a super good or anything like that. My faces are super crappy still, you see? Almost no existence. Those faces are almost like no existence, you know, very simple. You know, look at that one. That one look like a robot. You know, Even the robot face is like the faces is like something that you're not supposed to put a lot of effort. Yeah, you gotta put a lot of effort. You wanna do it the way you're supposed to, but it's something that it is hard. Faces are hard, you know. Sometimes it looks good, sometimes it doesn't look good. You don't have to put a lot of details in order for a face to look good. Sometimes you need it's complex. Faces is complex. It's like the hands, the faces. Whoop. Pretty crazy situation, man. Well, the man said, yeah, it was a quick one. Yeah, I could tell it was pretty quick. Even though it's pretty quick, this is pretty good. This is pretty good because you already know when you do pretty quick drawings like that, you already know see you're gonna continue because you know now you look now you're gonna see the drawing trying to work in the shadows, you know, work in the shadows, you know, dark parts. Remember the shadow goes between two elements. In the middle is a shadow casting right there, you know. Shadows is another thing that you need to like learn a little bit because not learn a little bit, but read a little bit. So you wanna get good in the shadow because shadows is kind of complex too. Lighting and shadows. There is a lot of that's why drawing is kind of difficult because there is a lot of stuff in drawing that it all depends, you know, all depends on how you're looking at it, all depends on the angle. It is so many little things in drawing. Drawing is complex, but the hands and the faces are the most difficult. Even for very experienced people can tell you. It's hard, faces and stuff like that. It is super crazy. So you do on a face, it doesn't look human enough, or don't worry about it, man, because it's not only you. It is hard. What is the match? Yeah, gotta get ready for bed. Oh, what time it is over there? My John, when I am in bed. Yeah, but you need to rest. Don't worry, man. Go rest and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is another stream. Remember, even though it's gonna be about Space Lords and one of the games I'm playing. You know, tomorrow is gonna be pretty awesome too. So you can rest for today and come in tomorrow. I don't want you to get hurt. You know. It's easy to get hurt while watching streamers and stuff like that. That's why it's kind of difficult for me to support other streamers every day because it's I still support those. I still go to other people's streams and everything, but it is hard. It is hard. It's like at 10 o'clock. Oh, it's pretty late. Over here it's 5. It's still early for me. But today, man, just wake up and it's because it's raining too. Raining, woof. Raining just makes you sleep. I didn't want to wake up today. Didn't feel like I didn't feel like streaming today for real. I almost skipped today, like, you know, it's a new character. People can wait until next week, maybe, I don't know. But a lot of people still doesn't know I'm streaming because they're not coming. Which the man said, well, I'm gonna turn off my PC and join later. See you soon, Mr. Willis the man. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate your support. Remember that we have another stream tomorrow. Check out my Twitter for more details because it could be a skip too. It could be a skip. Mondays, I don't know what happened with Mondays to me. Mondays are being super crazy lately. So, but thank you for coming. Really appreciate your support. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome. that you take some time to come in. Yeah, my skipping is because my day job just killing me. Had to change. It's creating many problems. But the only reason I'm there because the pay is not bad at all, you know. It allows me to do many things. If I go to another company, maybe I'm not gonna be paid the same amount. Maybe I'm gonna be paid less. It's the easy. That's the problem with work jobs. It's the easy part to get paid less. You know, to get paid very bad. That's why nobody, almost everybody that works in my in the job that I have, they're not planning to leave. Like, oh man, I'm gonna leave because I'm never gonna get paid the same amount in other places. Yeah, it's kind of hard, especially if you are a person that doesn't have like a degree or anything like that. You cannot be like a jumping everywhere. See people quitting their jobs every time. It's because they got degrees and stuff like that, you know. But when you don't have degrees and stuff like that, you need to be super careful. Because otherwise, you can land a job, doesn't pay you nothing. It's pretty hard to do it and get stuck for the rest of your life in these places like that, you know. Mine is hard to do. But at least the pay is not bad. Yeah, it's a pay that you could die. You could die with that pay. You know, I'm not gonna say it's super good. You know, you could die too, because every day everything becomes super expensive. You know, that is not enough. That pay is not enough, but it's better than many places locally. You know, I'm talking in a local. Over here, you know, close to where I live. It's one of the best, but it's still a pretty bad pay. It's still a pay that doesn't. People are complaining right now. People are complaining a lot, like, oh man, they should raise. I said, yeah, they should raise, but taking account, you know, I tell it to the people because sometimes you have to do like some reality check, you know. They need to raise and everything, but it's the best place. It's one of the best companies. That company, I always say to them, that company has one of the best pay. Like we are between the best pay, you know, in the area. Yeah, they need to raise. Yeah, there is not enough, bro. You need to take an account, you know, before get crazy and before move on. You got a pretty high possibility to get paid less, you know. So that's why I stay over there. I stay over there because, you know, I'm not a kid anymore. You know, I'm not like 20s anymore. So I have to be very careful with the decisions I take. Because the worst thing that can happen in your life, then you only life, because that's sometimes we forget we only have one life, you know. The worst thing that can happen is to get stuck in a place that you don't like it. You know, that it's hard to do, you don't get paid nothing, and you don't like it. Will Matt says, see you soon, Will Matt. Thank you for your support, thank you for coming, really appreciate that. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome to know that you are coming from time to time. Mr. William was one of the first guys that came to my stream. He's still coming up. I really appreciate that, man, that you are still around. Coming from time to time, you know, because that almost never happened. I'm being privileged, man. I'm being lucky that the people still stick around, coming every time they see me online, because that's difficult. That happens. Yeah, a lot of people doesn't stick around like that. But I cannot be lucky and find a group of people that. Well, it was Lawbreakers. Lawbreakers did that. The Lawbreakers community was awesome. Like, Yeah, you got your people that was trolling you. You got your couple people, but it was couple people. It wasn't like a one or two. That's it. It wasn't like a the whole like a, the majority like other games, other communities. It's like almost everybody. Like even online community, almost everybody's trolling over there. Yeah, there are awesome people. You know, there are awesome streamers. You can go to a lot of those guys' streams, but they are trolls. Just you ask questions in the forums or whatever, they tell you, oh, how I do this, how I do that. I say, oh, you need to join this corporation. Like, really, dude? Or they just tell you something that doesn't have nothing to do with your question. Sometimes you need to go watch YouTube videos or go to the other places because they know they just take any they just take any opportunity to troll you. They don't care. They don't give a flying F. The community on Live Online. They are super crazy. And that's what a lot of people say. Community Live Online is unique. Is that's why it makes it special, you know, because people are unique. The game is unique. This is we're talking a game that allow griefing. Like you are new into the game, if they wanna kill you, you're gonna die. You know, they wanna kill you right away. So they wanna kill you for some reason, they're gonna kill you. That's it. They don't care. They don't care if you got like 2 days playing the game. Why people stick playing the game? I don't know, man. My reason, man. The first thing I did in real life was die, destroy my first chip. I was going around in a castle for a while, but in EVE Online it's kind of easy to find stranded chips. So it only took like a couple days for me to be with no chip. And then I found a chip. I begin to play more smart, like I'm not taking little because the problem is sometimes you take other people's loot. That's how they kill you. The loot from other people is all over the place. Sometimes they put loot. In my case, somebody put a loot. So they told me, "Oh, take it, so you can have that. You can have." You say, "Oh, I can have that." You say, "Yes, you can have that." I didn't. I couldn't. Once I take it, he got the permission to kill me, and they killed me. He was like trying to teach me something that I almost already know. Because that's one of the things that the game cannot tells you. You know, so you take other people's loot, you are suspect of taking other people's loot, you know? So you need to be careful not to take stuff at random because somebody can come in, shoot at you without any disregard. I don't know, this armor that he has over here is kind of complex. It has an odd. We got people another odd situation over here. Another armor with odd shapes. Alorix was full of those. And the cuttings, the weapons are super crazy. Very similar to real life weapon, but they got like a shapes and stuff that makes it sci-fi, you know. Like the aerator has a pretty crazy shape, you know, and many other guns has a pretty crazy shape. The clutch guns are super common. It's like a normal submachine guns. It's nothing crazy about it. But then he has this armor. Some part in the armors are super crazy to replicate because it doesn't. You see, like those crazy lines like that. But sometimes when you drop, you just have to do whatever you see. You just have to do it, then fix it. You know. You have to put some lines down, and then you fix it. Then once you put some line down, then you're gonna begin to see the mistakes. You know, but you're not gonna see the mistakes until you don't put some line downs. You know, you need to have some points of reference to begin to fix. You cannot just fixing stuff from since the beginning. You need to put something down. That's what happened with drawings. It takes sometimes. It takes sometimes for a lot of people. I mean, you know, it takes sometimes takes time to realize, like, oh man, I made a mistake over here. I made a mistake over there. Yeah, it takes a while sometimes. But you're gonna get there, you know. You're gonna get there little by little. At least the armor doesn't look that bad. Well, in the beginning it was looking super crazy. This picture has a pretty common position, you know. He's not doing something crazy, which is kind of disadvantage sometimes. Because this kind of position, you need to do it right in order to look good, because it doesn't have a lot of going on, you know. It's just standing. So when you got simple stuff like that, in some ways you need to make it look good, you know. It's too simple. When he's doing like a jumping, attacking and stuff like that, kind of easier to do, because sometimes it doesn't matter how you do it. It doesn't matter how you do it, just because it's a complex position. It kind of give you some advantages, you know. It doesn't matter how you do it. It's gonna look good, you know, because it's a complex. It's a complex position. When you do complex stuff with a lot of details, with a lot of movement, a position with a lot of movement into it, it tend to look better in the positions like this that doesn't have a lot of stuff going on. You know, it doesn't matter how you do it. Kind of looks good, like, oh man, because it's a complex. It's kind of difficult. The brains, I'm trying to figure it out. The positions, you know, it has a movement and everything. You know, it looks more interesting, even though maybe you are not able to pull it off 100%. But this one, you need to do it right, because it's super simple. Simple stuff doesn't simple stuff doesn't how you say when people say doesn't impress nobody, you know. So you gotta do it right so it looks cool, because simple stuff doesn't impress nobody. That's basically the idea. Let me see, I believe there's something going on over here that I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna put a lot of effort into it, because after this shape there's another shape over there that you almost cannot see it. That is kind of breaking everything. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, drawing from a 3D model, from a screenshot of the game, is kind of hard. You need to use a lot of your imagination to complete the pieces. You need to, yeah, this one is it looks super big. You need to use an imagination, you know, to complete the pieces. You're not supposed to put the stuff. You're not supposed to just do stuff and put it there. You know, you need to make sure it makes sense, because the 3D model is not gonna give you. The 3D model is not gonna give you the information. You know. Sometimes you believe there is a line over here. There is no line over there. It's maybe the light and you know, stuff like that. It's kind of crazy. It's not the hardest thing to do, but it's kind of get a little bit harder, because You see the 3D model, it looks cool, it looks proper, it looks everything proportional. Because it's made with real life proportions, stuff like that, calculated. You know, it doesn't matter the position you make it, it's gonna look good. It's gonna look awesome. That doesn't happen with the drawing. The drawing you need to keep it. You need to keep just those proportions, you know. Depending on the positions you doing and everything, you need to keep those proportions. Yourself, the drawing's not gonna do it for you. That's why it becomes a little bit harder than 3D. 3D, you just do it once with the position you want it. High possibility it's gonna look pretty awesome. High possibility. That's why you see a lot of animators. A lot of games that used to be like a hand drawn, now it's like a 3D models. Because now you can do like a hand drawn with 3D models. Do a style that kind of looks like a hand drawn using 3D models. So that's people taking advantage of that because it really helps a lot. People now spend more time trying to create the history and the moments than the models itself. Back in the days, it was pretty crazy. Create the model that kind of looks like every single frame looks the same. Because back in the days, everything you see on the screen was created by hand. No computers or anything like that. Are pretty crazy machines, you know. Very crazy machines that people used to have back in the days. But now with the computer, there's so many stuff that you can do it. You know, you don't need to worry about it. As you can see, you can see me redrawing the same lines over and over and over and over to try to get the real position or something that kind of feels real, kind of feels like the original, you know. So you're gonna see me doing like a repass, redo the lines, redo it again. It is wow, this part of the drawing, this part of the model, this hand, yeah, people are all over the place with the words. This hand, this one, it looks super crazy. This I'm gonna do my best. It is crazy, and the way he's holding the thing. Yeah, hands are difficult. I was talking with William that hands and faces are like at the best, the most difficult situation in drawing. Like the faces, sometimes you gotta put a detail. Sometimes you don't have to put a lot of details in order to go. It all depends on the person you're drawing, the race that you're drawing. Like a black person, a person of color. Yeah, that's the way. That's the correct way that people want you to tell. I'm a black. I'm a person of color. Still, I don't get offended, but some people does. So, a person of color sometimes get more details in the face, more details than a person, a person or something like that. Asian people, white people, sometimes you don't have to, when you're drawing it, you don't have to go for a lot of details. You know, because the color of the skin and everything, it hides a lot of the drawing that you have to do. But when you're doing a person of color, you kinda have to draw every single line and every single thing because everything is visible right there, you know. Personal colors sometimes, all depends on the person. They look stronger. They look super strong. So sometimes they have muscle. Even the girls has like some muscle stuff going on. Let me see. Kind of looks doesn't look that bad, even though it's still missing a lot of details in the hand. Yeah, I totally cannot see the position. I'm just inventing a position. I'm just trying to try to come up with something, but I don't really see the original. In drawing there is a trick, you know, you make a lot of lines like that, you know, you kinda gonna have a hand. Yeah, you make a lot of lines together, you at some point you're gonna have something going on. Been doing hands all the time, but still, those are the mini bosses of drawing. The mini bosses of drawing. It's super crazy to us. People see you come into the stream or whatever, please say hi in the chat. I notice a lot of people are not saying hi. Don't do it for me, man. Do it for the community, you know. Say hi. You know, try to. It's good when somebody say hi, you know. And people doesn't say hi. Right now it feels. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be honest. Right now, this doesn't feel like a community. You know, this doesn't feel like a. Right now, it feels like nobody's there. That's how it feels, you know, because people came to the stream, doesn't say hi. And little by little, it began to feel like no community at all, which it could bring in the future many negative stuff, you know. Could bring many negative changes to the channel, you know, changes that maybe I don't wanna to do it, but I had to do it because it kind of feels like there is nobody there, you know. Like you do stuff because people, you know. I do stuff because people see these people start coming, or it feels like there ain't nobody there. What's gonna happen is you are forced to make changes, you know. You're forced to make changes because it's not the same when you do a stream for people when you do a stream for yourself. This is not the same, you know. I do a stream for myself because I want to, because it's fun, you know. I don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. I don't have to worry. So a lot of things that we got over here for you guys are gonna be maybe in the future disappear because you don't see the people. You know, it's logic. It's not like I wanna force nobody to do stuff. It's basically logic approach. You know, there are so many things that I do over here because I saw people coming, talking to me, and everything. Say, "Oh man, let me give you something to those people. Let me do something for those people." But when you see like a people not coming, and doesn't say hi or anything like that, you change the stuff. You know. You begin to do less stuff. You don't worry about the people. You do stuff because you basically are with no people. You know, you don't have no community behind it. That's what happened. That's what happened with the games. When the games launch, expecting create a community. This community is not created, or they close, or they change. Look at H1C1. H1C1 just changed it. H1C1 is not the H1C1. You don't have the big map anymore. You have like a you have the big map, but you don't get to play in the whole map. You know, you play in one part of the map right now. Why? Because there is no people playing. It's like every match is like 10 people. That's maximum. It used to be 100 people together, and now it's like 10 people. So why, you know, the developers made change. They say why keep a huge map? So, you know, but it's only 10 people for match. You know, let's close a little bit so the people get forced to get together and play some matches at least. You know, stuff like that. You know, it happens to lawbreakers too. The developer has to change the ping, or so you have 150 ping, you know, or change this on the region stuff, you know, in order to put people together, because it was no point to leave the game the way it was in the beginning because people wasn't coming to the game. So yeah, that's what happens. That is what happened, because I'm always telling you people, you are the most important part of the gaming community. The things you do, it really affects the decisions we make. You know, as a streamer, it really affects as people that make games. It really affects all the behavior of the people. You know, depending on the people's reactions, that's how the product is gonna be. You know, it only takes 1 second. Say hi to the people. It makes people happy. It makes. I even see streamers coming to my channel. Just stay there watching. They didn't even say hi or anything like that. People that like to. Every time I go over there, people say hi and everything. If they come into my channel, they don't even say hi. It's like like what? You know, it kind of puts you in this position, like I'm doing the right thing with the right person, like you know, like they want people to say hi, but when they come into my channel, they don't say hi. It's like what? You know, it's kind of crazy situation. It's kind of crazy situation, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. You cannot force people, especially if you're skipping days like I'm doing it. You cannot be forcing people to do stuff because you cannot miss it. You know, you cannot miss it. That's the logical approach. That's part of the problem. People, I believe I'm gonna pause this pretty soon. I'm gonna take like a 1-minute break to do some stuff, get some coffee, stuff like that. Because this thing it's still so much work to do, but it's coming along a little bit, you know. Oh, this model has a lot of dark parts that doesn't let me see the truth behind it. Yeah, this one is not complete. Still a lot of stuff to do, but it's going nicely. It's going nicely. The head fix a little bit. The lines define the lines a little bit better. Put in my own style maybe. Put in maybe my own style. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like the original. I always say that to the people because sometimes people get frustrated when they don't do the things in the way that the original looks like. But people need to understand sometimes these original artworks and stuff like that are made for many people. It's not just one guy. You know, it's many people putting ideas, brainstorming, sitting down, you know, checking the model many times to see what they can fix, what they can change. Engineers, people that has like a careers, you know, has many years doing reading books. A lot of people is still reading books, still learning. Drawing is never ends. The learning never ends. Back in the day, some stuff was doing it in one way. Like I said, animation was made by hand and frame by frame. Now you got computers that does that for you. You know. So the process, that the way to do things has changed. So it kind of never ends, the learning. Drawing art is becoming like medicine, man. It's becoming pretty. Yeah, I believe this character they just did it super fast. You know. The other one, the Helix, it has some more going on. I don't know if that's the reason why people like it more, the Helix, than the deck lock. I'm gonna put a little bit tiny so I got space for the head, because the head I got it in my deck lock. Yeah, the head that I got in my deck lock is super tiny. I had to put the head a little bit bigger. Yeah, he got. Let me put it bigger too. In my own. Yeah, he got like a helmet kind of, yeah, kind of thing. That's why it has like a bigger head. But my head is. I usually like to do characters with a little head like that. But see the head is too tiny. It's still looking cool, you know. It began to look like a weird. You got the eyes like painted. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to paint it because I'm doing everything black and white, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. Still plenty of time to fix, change, to do changes. Man, even the helmet that he has, I never saw something like that. Like these people, man, went all out with Lawbreakers, man. They went with the design. They was trying to do something different. Well, he got it up. He got it up. That skin that he has, he got the helmet up. That thing, you can put it down. Whoop. That's what happened. Guillermo has the helmet up almost all the time with this skin. That was like the normal skin. One of the best. One of the best. Yeah, they put the best skin for free. The other ones you buy, they're not that good. They're not that looking good, you know. This is a technique that a lot of free-to-play games does. Like they put the best thing, they put it for free. If the ones that they sell it to you, they are not that good. They're not that cool or anything like that. But you don't notice because you don't notice because it's new, you know. You're like, oh man, look at this new skin. you kind of doesn't know it because it's new. It has a price tag. It has like so many elements that kind of tell you it's better, or it is not. Like in Planet Side 2, the weapons that you got it in the beginning are the best weapons. You know, the stock weapons. For the developers and everything, basically sell the idea that the weapons that they give you are not that good, even though they have like a higher damage and everything. Like, no, you gotta buy some new weapons and stuff like that. No, but my weapons are pretty good. I don't have to. Yeah, but they always put it bundles and stuff like that so people can buy it. I don't. Planet Side, I noticed that. I say, see, if I do it because I want to support the game, but not because I really need it. It's kind of difficult to support a game when you don't really feel the need, you know, to change it because the weapons that you have, it's like Space Lords on the melee weapons. The melee weapons. Somebody told me like I kinda give you some opportunity, you know, to check it out. Who is gonna slow you down a little bit your attack, so you can check it out. Who else is gonna attack, so you can be more able to fight like many people at the same time, stuff like that. Like people was explaining to me, but it's cosmetics. It doesn't give you damage or anything like that, you know. It looks cool. That's what it is. It looks cooler. That's it. For in games, me myself in games, looks cooler is not. It's not. It's not. Oh, I'm talking about myself. You know. For other people, maybe that's the best. But it looks cool for me. It's not like the motivation to get something. You know. Could be damage, but. But again, that give you damage for money is not supposed to. You know, it's a pay to win kind of game. People doesn't like that. I don't know. It kind of comfort maybe because maybe the weapon you buy it feels different. The feeling could be a pretty good factor. You know. A weapon that has like a less recoil, even though it has no damage, but it shoots fast. Kind of change, you know, the kind of change the game for me. Yeah, it's kind of hard, man. But that's why I don't be. That's why free to play is good to you know, because people can get in the game without having to pay. You know, it's easy to people check it out your game and everything, but it doesn't guarantee that people are gonna stay. It doesn't guarantee that the people are gonna support you. You know, like in the way you're expecting. Free to play is a tricky situation. I always analyze free to play markets. Like it was created for a specific kind of people. It was created for a specific market. You know, internet cafes, internet places where you go and pay. You know, to play for time, places that you go and drink sometimes, get food, stuff like that. Like the game itself is not gonna make you the money. People go for the game, but it's not the money. It's not there. It's in the products you sell. You know, around the game. Something that we don't have it when you buy a free-to-play game on internet, you don't have a 5% off discount for Uber. You don't have something else. You just have the game. That's it. So the motivation to keep it has to be a super good game to keep, you know, supporting the developer. How developer gonna get money? Internet cafe can do the money because people go over there, you know, and buy the drinks and buy the stuff, buy the food. But how free to play doesn't work in the way the people believe, developer believe it's gonna work. You know, because it wasn't created for. Yeah, we got Fortnite, we got some games that they did it good. We got some games that did it good, but it's tricky. It's tricky to force that situation. Yeah, man, we got companies that doesn't know that. I know that because I grew up. I grew up with the market. I was aware when the first free-to-play game launched in the market in Korea or whatever. I don't know. It was Zero. Zero was one of the first free-to-play game. I used to play that game in Korean language. Then they release American version, something like that, in English. Keep playing. But that game, I believe, a lot of those MMO came from internet cafes. You know. Demonic Kitty Judge, welcome to the stream. Demonic Kitty Judge, welcome to the streams. I hope you're coming ready to have some fun. How you feel, Mr. Demonic Kitty Judge? What's up? How you feel? How are you? How you coming ready to have some funkies? Talking about the internet cafes and the free-to-play market, that people doesn't know. A lot of those free-to-play games came in the internet with the internet cafe situation. It was good because the internet cafe used to sell the drinks, used to sell the food, all the stuff. The game itself wasn't making no money at all. The money came from the service that came in the internet cafe. But putting free-to-play games in the market like that, like we're doing right now, it has proven not too good. Even though you got the Fortnite and everything that are doing good, not everybody can do good because the free-to-play model doesn't work like that by itself. It has to be a pretty good game, or you need to be lucky to do good with your free-to-play game. The Money Kitty J is doing good, man. Oh yeah, I always wanted to go to a cyber cafe, but I never went. Yeah, cyber cafe was awesome. Cyber cafe was something more for countries for people can afford computers, like my country, Korea, South Korea, or for people that doesn't have time to sit down in front of a computer, or really doesn't want to stay in the house using their computers. They go to internet cafe. Some big cities, when people doesn't have no space in their homes, people that spend so much time in the streets, in Starbucks and stuff like that, like a New York City, Boston, stuff like that. More New York City than anything, or Japan, maybe in Tokyo, in England, London, maybe. The people spend so much time in the streets. It doesn't go to the house until the night or the next day. They go to an internet cafe, they eat, they drink coffee, but they play games at the same time, So free-to-play games burn. They was created for that kind of service, free-to-play games, People doesn't know that. In Korea and South Korea, yeah, it was pretty popular because people went to the internet cafe. A lot of people didn't have computers. Still in Asia, a lot of people doesn't buy computers over there. They like more like a cell phone, tablets and stuff like that. And they play the games, pretty awesome MMOs that was built for the people to spend time. That's another thing. MMOs are built to make you play for hours, for days, for months. It designed like that. When you see MMO, they only last 5 hours, 6 hours. It never does good because MMO is supposed to keep you playing for years. You come back. That's what the business model. That's why it works so good over there. Back in the days, those MMO, you can buy damage weapons that it was pay to win. It didn't have. At that time, nobody had a problem with that. The Bonnie Kitty Judge, yes, I have seen places with setups where they have computers on coins timers, so you put a quarter in and you can use it for a few minutes. Oh, Oh, that is pretty awesome. I didn't know that they had like a automatic like that. The ones I saw, you cannot buy a card from the counter. You put it in a reader you have in the table. You know, it's basically the same, but you know how you don't put quarters. Like a 1 or 2 hours, 3 hours. Or you buy a card for 10 hours or for 2 3 weeks or monthly one, and then you put in your. So you got the card, you don't have to go to the counter. You go direct to the computer. Put your card in there. And if they begin with the transaction right away. It's kind of awesome stuff. Um, yeah, the business was this MMOs. It really helps the business because people keep playing. They used to be pretty awesome. With a lot of fan service and stuff like that. You was private over there playing your games, and you can hear news about people dying in those places in South Korea because they spend so much time that they even forget to eat. Even though a lot of those internet cafe it serves food and coffee stuff like that, people was so into the game that they kind of forget to eat and then dies. It's kind of crazy situation. It happens back in the days all the time. Yeah, kind of crazy situation. The Monica just said the car system is good. Yeah, my country was like that. It was like a car system because already when that happened in my country, already was like a ready, ready. Pretty fleshed out already. It was like a pretty advanced already. The internet cafes was everywhere. I believe Valve has something. See, you have one that kind of help you with the games and everything. It's like, let me see. It's in the bottom. Let me see. It's Steam distribution, I believe. I don't know if they're still doing it. Let's see. Or cafe licensing. Steam PC cafe program. Support multiple locations, standard your customer requirements, sign up instructions, programs. Yeah, they got like some stuff still. So you have a cyber cafe. You can talk to them. They kind of set up for you with the computers and everything. It's kind of crazy, but I believe that service been dwindling right now. Like almost everybody has a computer right now. That's part of the problem that you cannot. I still there, I still there because major cities like New York City, Boston, stuff like that. They kind of required to have places like that. Yeah. The Monica, yes, haven't you heard Overwatch 2 is coming? Yeah, I heard about the news. I heard about the news. I believe it's gonna have a campaign. I believe something like that. Don't know. But I don't know. It's Overwatch. I don't see why to. They changed that's another thing. Games. I don't know why they made like a part 2 or part 3 because you only do part 3 or part 2. See, you have a new engine or something like that. They're coming with a new engine. That's okay, but then they're coming with the same graphics and stuff like that. Only because it's a new map. I heard something like that. Oh, they're coming with new maps and new stuff. It's necessary to make like a part 2 of Overwatch. I don't know. It sounds to me like a marketing stuff. But I hope they bring a new engine, kind of looks different. I don't know, more cartoony or less cartoony, you know, I hope. Just because you put in new content in your game, not supposed to call it like a part 2, part 3, I don't know. But those are, sounds to me like a marketing stuff. The Monica just said, well, I don't think we know yet. Might just be a new chapter. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem. New chapter, they should just put it in the same Overwatch, you know, and do like a expansion or something like that. See, they wanna sell that content, like a DLC. But I don't know. It's kind of confusing that Overwatch 2 announcement. It was super confusing for me. Like, why? Why they doing a part 2? I never like it like a part 2 in games. Only if you got new engine, like Doom. Let's say Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom 1, and Doom 2 kind of looks the same, but Doom 2 is totally huge compared to Doom 1. Doom 3 is totally different from Doom 2. Totally different, new engine, new everything. Doom 2016, totally different, new engine and everything. Maybe it's the same engine, but it looks so different. Doom Eternal, that's the color. I don't. Then the last Doom they're gonna make it, like, it kind of looks the same engine, but it looks different too. The enemies look tinier. You got more enemies in the screen. Like they got something going on. Not a lot, but okay. They don't call it Doom 4, Doom 5. They call it Doom something, you know. So I always got a problem with the Overwatch 2. Why? Because they got more content. Because they got a new history. That's crazy. They shouldn't do that just because it's a new history. The Monica Jojo, I hope it's a brand new game with a lot of new things, but I don't know. I heard like they bring in new modes. They got new modes in the game. That's what I heard. The Mercury, I'm excited for it too, because I have been waiting. I haven't wanted them to renew this game since I started playing it. It might be something I can play pretty hardcore, but I want more people to come back to the game. Well, Overwatch 1 is gonna be dead. See, this part is good. See, Overwatch 2 is good. Overwatch 1 is gonna be dead because people are gonna jump into the new Overwatch. It cannot happen. It cannot happen because it happens in PlanetSide 2 and PlanetSide Arena. Nobody went to PlanetSide Arena, you know, even though it was totally different game. I really like PlanetSide Arena a lot. I played it the other day. Yeah, I really like it. You know, something that I was super negative about it. Yeah, it's not a game that I'm gonna be playing all the time. You know, it's not like I'm gonna stop playing PlanetSide 2 for playing PlanetSide Arena. No, it's not gonna happen. But I play it. It was pretty awesome. See, you compare to PlanetSide 2, that's the problem with a lot of people. A lot of people went to PlanetSide Arena comparing it with PlanetSide 2. This is not PlanetSide 2. This is another game, and people need to realize that. A lot of people went to this game, to PlanetSide Arena, thinking that is another chapter of PlanetSide 2. It's a battle royale game in the PlanetSide 2 environment, you know, in PlanetSide 2 a planet and everything, you know, team with the weapons and the team of PlanetSide 2. So as a battle royale, this is a battle royale that I will play. You know, I even thinking to put in the list, in the game list, to do a couple of streams because it's pretty good. Doesn't have the people, doesn't have the community behind it. That's the main problem. I don't know if it's gonna be is gonna be around in the future. I don't know. That could be a pretty like at that. It's playing like a 40 people only, or maybe less. Like nobody's playing it. Let me see. Let me see the numbers now. You know, yeah, like a 40 people. It's the same people playing all the time. It didn't win high. Only 1,000 people. Like nobody went to play that game. You know, Planet Side 2 is still there. You know, it didn't make no difference into Planet Side. It could happen with Overwatch 2. It could happen with Overwatch 2. Like Overwatch 2, people check it out and then come back to Overwatch 1. It's kinda risky what they do in it. The Molecular Joyous, I am looking for a new fast-paced multiplayer FPS game. Overwatch 2 seems like it could be my game. Yeah, see, they make it different from Part-1, maybe, yeah. See, they doing the same thing, just with more content. But I don't know, Blizzard games are different from other company games, you know. Blizzard, it launched 3 games. The 3 games create communities pretty fast. I don't know what is the magic. Well, Blizzard games are good, but they have been lucky. They have been lucky, you know, in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, I was playing this one, Planet Side 2. I can't deny, man. It was a blast, you know. People are gonna take 1 minute, 1 money only. Don't go anywhere. Had to get some more coffee. I had to get some more coffee, some more stuff. The money could have just said, "Well, see, I think the BlizzCon will be next week." Well, it's gonna happen something crazy in BlizzCon. I don't know. People are not happy with Blizzard right now. They basically cancel the Overwatch Nintendo presentation that they have. So I don't know. When I come back, I'm gonna be talking about it. Si you are still there, we can continue talking. But I had to take 1 minute, 1 minute only to get some stuff. So I'm gonna leave it some Planet Side Arena footage while I came back. So don't go anywhere. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm back, and I'm back for more. Yeah, what I was talking is Blizzard had to cancel uh, the announcement of Overwatch on Nintendo Switch. They wanted to make an event. They kind of canceled the event because uh, people kind of angry with recent events in a Hearthstone tournament with Blizzard. Something happens there and people kind of get mad at Blizzard. I don't know if that's the real reason why they canceled but it has to do something with it. Now they have a leak. I really it was like a kind of leak. Oh, the body kitty J says is back for more action. Yes. I don't know if it was a leak or they officially announced it. The Overwatch 2. I don't know. It was like a kind of leak. Somebody leaked it. But it's kind of strange to have a leak pretty close to the BlizzCon. But they can announce it basically. I don't know if that is gonna bring people back to Blizzard, because a lot of people cancel subscription. A lot of people stop playing Overwatch. I don't see that in the Twitches. Maybe Twitches because it's viewership. It's kind of different from people playing the game, But Overwatch kind of took a dive. Let me see. Oh yes. Hearthstone. Yeah, Overwatch went down a little bit. I don't know if it's because it's over. What is this? I don't even see it over here. Overwatch. Second line. Oh, so we put it like that. Yeah, second line. Went woof. 20,000. Pretty close to Apex Legends. Not anymore in the top. Maybe because a lot of people are watching Modern Warfare. Maybe that's why. But it took a dive a little, You got Hearthstones down there too. A lot of the Blizzard games. All of the Blizzard games went down a little bit. Look at World of Warcraft is down. It's good. World of Warcraft is still good. But this is viewership. People interested in the game and everything. This is wow. I thought this game is gonna be killing it. It's not killing it. The other words, it's like not a lot of people are watching it. Maybe because people are playing it. That's the problem with viewership and playing. Because maybe a lot of people don't watching it because they are playing it and stuff like that. The money creature, yeah, it seemed to take a deep dive. That's why I always want a sequel to bring back more people. The money creature judge said, "Be right back." Okay, the money creature judge, we're gonna be here waiting for you, so don't take long. Yeah, I don't believe the recent events with the Blizzard company. What? 622? No, you're not supposed to restart my computer. What the? That's why people get mad to Windows, man. Map? Oh, this is map. What is the... No. You not require a freaking restart, man. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. Oh, it's Windows. What is the other notification that I'm comparing? You see, quiet hours off. This guy's crazy. Oh, the loot is coming. Yeah, that's why people get my Windows. I'm working in the computer. Oh, you need to restart. No restart for bad from ZCat. Thank you for the support, the money, Kitty Joy. Thank you for the loot. Thank you for support my stream. It's totally free with the loot. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no man, this it is crazy. Yeah, in 20 minutes. They say, oh, you need to restart in 20 minutes. Like, why you need to restart? I don't understand why you need to update something that I don't even use. You know, they're gonna update something that I don't even use. That's why they need to restart. That doesn't make any sense. They need to stop doing that crazy things. Well, no, I take them out the quiet hours. Maybe that has to do with something like that. I hope before restart they tell me I can cancel or something like that, because they're not supposed to restart without my permission, you know. This is crazy. Trying to look. Default apps. Notification, nation, get notifications, show alarms, hide alarms, get notification. Power and sleep. My power and sleep is on never restart, never go sleep, never do nothing. I don't like automatic stuff on my computers. That's why I disable all of that. But every time they wanna restart my computer, they go and restart it. No, I can find nothing. I don't find nothing to cancel this. Well, I hope in a couple minutes, I hope they ask me again or do something. The market, yeah, that's so annoying. Live experience that too. I have experienced that too. I'm working my PC, but want to restart? Like, okay, you know, they can do it, even though they can do it as long they give me the option to cancel. As long they give me the option to not, you know, to postpone it. That message kind of sounds like, oh, we're gonna restart in 20 minutes and that's it, bye bye. You know, like no options at all for me to cancel. You see, your device will restart sys22 because previous attempts were unsuccessful. Make sure to save. Yeah. Make sure to give me the option because restart option. Let me see. Restart option. It's off. When restart is scheduled, this option is available to temporarily override the activity hours. Look, it doesn't even look. I cannot even change it. It's off, right? Because I don't like when they do that. Even though it's off, say 622. You see 622 today. I wanna override it. Don't let me override it. You know, 622 in red. Like doesn't matter what's going on. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what I do. Computer is gonna restart. Restart option. You see? I tried to change it to put it later. No, you're gonna restart. Choose how to give me this for another. I use my name. Choose how that decide the breed. Notice that my that is automatic. It's crazy, man. No? I got only one option, restart now. That's the only option I have, restart now. The boy Creje says, that's so annoying, I have experienced that too. I am working my PC, but I want to restart. The boy Creje said, hey bro, I know you like using your PC, I'm gonna restart for it. In like 5 minutes. Stupid. That's stupid. That is crazy, man. Well, people are gonna. I don't want the restart, man. I got so many stuff going on right now. Well, I'm gonna have to restart. I'm gonna have to restart right now to avoid the other one. I'm coming back and I'm gonna restart right now to take the plunge. I don't know. I kind of wanna wait to see what's going on. You know. The worst I can do is everything goes down. You know. Because the problem is they restart the computer because they need to. They're gonna bring me back all my layouts in the way it was. I don't believe it. I don't believe they're gonna change my work. They're gonna save my layout. But when I come back, the money creators, oh, I'll save your project. It might not save. Yeah, I save it, but all those windows I gotta open, all those stuff they gotta open. They're gonna put it back. I don't believe it. Because this thing is not. I don't worry about this thing. Because this thing is safe. I don't worry about all the other things that I got going on. That is crazy, man. My Windows lately has been like updating all the time. Like, what they update so much, man. Super intrusive. Every time I turn it off, oh, you need to restart, you need to do this. The market says, I don't think they will open then for you again. Yeah, that's the problem. They know we open nothing, man. Yeah, that's why I wanna restart and I'm doing by myself. Yeah, I'm gonna restart. But I wanna see it too. I wanna see what's gonna happen. Wow. Oh, really? So I can restart it, maybe not come back, never come back? Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, I believe they try to bring people back to the. I believe Blizzard is trying to bring people back or forget about the recent problems. That's why they kind of leak or announce Overwatch 2. Uh, I don't know. People seems okay with those Part 2 stuff, but I don't. I never like a Part 2 in games. Like I don't see the purpose. So you don't have a new engine. I don't see the purpose because new content. So they're gonna be people playing Overwatch 1 and then Overwatch 2 too at the same time. This is gonna be crazy. They're gonna be different enough to jump into another and feel like it's a new game or something like that. Or they wanted the game to feel like a new game. There is so many questions about it. The Monica Joya says, the more I think about it, the more I think it was just a big update. Or just like the Fortnite did, right? Because Fortnite did something similar. But I don't know if they changed the engine or they did something like. I had to work a little bit in the face. The face kind of crazy. Yeah. Oh. But Fortnite is like it's still the same Fortnite, I believe. I don't see any difference for the Fortnites. Yeah, I don't see like a crazy difference. Chapter 2. Oh, they call it Chapter 2. But it's the same game. In Fortnite, kinda makes sense because the game is free. But a game that you play, that you buy, like Overwatch. So they're gonna have two Overwatch now. Overwatch 1, Overwatch 2. That's gonna be crazy. I don't even know how they're gonna do it. Fortnite was just a big. They call it Charter 2. Yeah. Yeah. Basically, calling it Charter 2. Updating the same game, that's okay. See, you update. That's why I don't like Part 2s in games. As long as you got the same engine, just because you gotta put a new content, call it Part 2. That doesn't cut it for me. You know, you need to bring a new engine. You need to bring new modes. You need to bring new stuff. New content is not.